Hello, I'm Cliff Ely. I'm an attorney in Denver, Colorado. I've been representing injured workers in Colorado for over 25 years. Today I'd like to talk about average weekly wage. The calculation of average weekly wage is very important because temporary benefits and most permanent disability benefits are paid based upon the average weekly wage of the injured worker. So if that average weekly wage is calculated too low, you're going to get less temporary benefits and also permanent disability benefits. You want to make sure it's accurate. Now, there's no set number of weeks that the insurance company has to go back to average in your average weekly wage, and that can lead to problems. For example, if you got a raise right before you were injured, the insurance company might go back 6 weeks so they can average in that lower wage, and then you get a lower average weekly wage. Also, for example, if you were a seasonal employee, if you were working at a ski area, which frequently happens, and say you only work for 5 months in that job, the insurance adjuster may want to go back for a whole year and average in that wage over a year. And you can see what that would do to your average weekly wage. It would be very low. You want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Here at the Ely Law Firm, we push the adjuster for the highest possible average weekly wage, and if we can't come to an agreement on an average weekly wage that is fair to you, we set the matter for a hearing. There are also other elements that go into your wage. One is certain fringe benefits. For example, if your job gives you room and board, the cost of that room and board for you to purchase is going to go into your average weekly wage and will increase your average weekly wage. For example, there are many claims in Colorado that happen at the South Pole because the employer that sends people to the South Pole for support is based in Colorado. It's difficult to determine what the cost of room and board is at the South Pole, but that's not something that you want to overlook because it will increase your average weekly wage significantly. It's not set in stone that the wage is based upon what the worker was earning on the day of the injury. For example, if an injured worker continues to work after the injury and continues to receive increases in his wages, but then later is unable to work, the average weekly wage can be determined from what he was making on the day he left work. Judges have broad discretion in determining what the average weekly wage is. They can go back 3 weeks, 26 weeks. I went to hearing on a case recently where a man was working as a carpet layer for about half a year. During the first half of that employment, he wasn't making that much because he was paid by piecework and he wasn't as quick at his job. But during the last 3 months, he was doing quite well at the job. The insurance company averaged in the whole 26 weeks. Our argument was that the best way to determine the average weekly wage is to look at what he was making at the time he was injured, because he would have continued to make those wages if he'd continued to be able to work. The judge saw it our way and averaged in the last 3 months, and that increased my client's temporary total disability benefits by quite a bit. Don't take your adjuster's word for what the wage is. A judge has broad discretion, and if the adjuster cannot come to a figure that you feel comfortable with, please give us a call and I can discuss it with you further. I'm at 303-785-2828, or you can email me at cliff, CLIFF, at elylawfirm.com.